Hi everyone. So today we're going to be looking at algebra addition. Yes, a very exciting topic for persons, one of the topics that persons tend to have a lot of problems with. And what we're going to be doing today is that we're going to be explaining conceptually how we can easily add algebraic expressions without sitting and remembering a lot of rules. All right? So we're going to begin today by just looking at the definition of addition, general addition. Now it says addition means to join two or more identical sets of the same elements to get a larger set of the same elements. All right. So in essence, critically thinking, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be checking these operations, these expressions, to see if they meet the criterion for addition to happen. If they don't meet the criterion for addition to happen, then conceptually, the things cannot be added. All right? So let's begin. We have x here, number one. So in other words, we have one set of x here, and we want to add that to one set of x again. And what we can see here is that these two different sets are identical. They are both x and x. And as a result, we can join these two sets together to get a larger set. So let's go. If we have an x, one set of x, and we want to join that to one set of x, that will give us two sets of x's. You guessed that right. All right. Let's take number two now. Number two says we have x plus x squared. Now, a lot of people is wondering what this x squared means, but you can look at the previous video we did, and it would address that in detail. But just for you to remember, x squared is the same thing as x squared is the same thing as 1 multiplied by x multiplied by x. All right. So some people might be asking, where does 1 come from? Remember, there's always one set of something, and multiplication by default means sets of. So it's one set of x times x. So 1 times x times x. All right. Now, so let us look at, having that cleared, let's look at if we can add these. Now we have x plus x squared. Now addition, following addition, addition says we're to join two or more identical sets. Now when you look at these two things, we have x and we have x squared. The first thing should jump out to you is these two things are not identical. I know somebody might be saying, but what if I re-express it as 1 times x times x? Well, I would say to you that it's obvious, you can see that 1 times x is not identical to just x by itself. All right. And as a result of that, we would simply say that we cannot add these two together because they are non-identical sets, and we will therefore not be able to get a larger set of just the same elements. As we see, there are two different elements here, x and x squared. All right, so we say cannot be added. Result will be the same. All right, so here cannot be added. Change my font size here. So cannot be added because they are not identical sets. All right, good. Now we're going to turn our attention to x plus y. Now again, we can simply see here that following the addition concept, x and y are two different sets. This is one set of x and this is as one set of y. And following addition concept, we cannot add two non-identical sets. So again, right here, it is simple, cannot be added because they are non-identical sets. All right. So that's simple so far, right? I know a lot of you are smiling. So let's take our attention now to a number 4, a to the second power plus a to the second power. Now, without doing anything here, we can see that these two sets are identical. We have one set of a squared, and we want to add that to one set of a squared right here. Simply put, if I have one set of a squared and one another set of a squared, then that will give me two sets of a squared. You guessed that right. All right. So that's essentially all there is to algebra addition. You don't have to sit down and remember any rules or anything like that. All you have to do is use the concept and apply critical thinking to the concept to be able to get to the answer. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. The next video will be on algebra multiplication. Thank you.